Alright, so this week on JP we got a interesting banner. Not because the character is all too exciting, it's Chandler, it's a base Chandler, but what's interesting is that it's a True 42 banner. Now in the history of this game, we stopped giving just characters that were seemingly uninteresting, the True 42 banners, and started giving it to pre-collab banners. That's how it's been. Before, I would say first year of the game, they would actually do way more True 42 banners where it was Death Pierce or Blue Lilia. And I don't recall if Valenti had one as well, but characters that were very uninteresting, that they knew people wouldn't be too excited about, they would just give them a cheaper banner because, they were not as exciting. But nowadays, we only get these if it's a pre-collab, or I've been seeing, Fury that is a Summer Festival as well. I'm assuming it's a pre-collab because they love collabs. They make money, and I would love for it to be a new collab because I want some exciting stuff to drop in the game. Now, what was the most recent collab? It was Overlord, right? Or is it Tower? No. I mean, I guess new IP was Overlord. There was the Return of Shield Hero, right? And before that, we had Tower of God. And before that, we had Overlord. Now, to look at, the collabs we've had and think what is likely we'll be getting, next, I would like to say, a lot of people say, oh man, I wish we had like a One Piece collab or a Dragon Ball collab. I would refrain from thinking of any Shonen Jump IP because so far, we have had no collabs with any Shonen Jump property. Overlord is not Shonen Jump. Tower of God is a manga, so it's not a Japanese publication. Shield Hero is not. Attack on Titan is not. I don't know exactly why, but maybe they're too expensive, right? Maybe Netmarble just doesn't want to pay the license because it's too expensive to get the copyright license for some of these super popular characters, but mangas there or animes, whatever, they're still kind of popular, like Overlord. Yeah, I would say Overlord is more than kind of popular. Okay, but maybe I'm using this a little too loosely here, but very popular IPs like Overlord probably are still cheaper because they're not part of the Shonen Jump, or maybe they just have more connections. I don't know the reason. What's more important is this fact. So, we just had Overlord, which was actually one of the IPs that everyone was like, dude, this is not Shonen Jump, this should be a collab, right? And I have in mind what we should be getting next, and it's quite simple, and all these would be, I think, quite interesting. Soul leveling, boom, number one. Netmarble just released a soul leveling game. They have it. They definitely have the rights, really easy to access. Obviously, the same rights aren't, applied. They have the rights to publish a game. It's not going to be the same rights to, have those characters in another game that they have, right? They have to pay something else again. But they probably have the people, they have the connections, because they had Tower of God. Tower of God was a game that they already had, and guess what? We got Tower of God in Grand Cross. I would say the likelihood is very, very, very grand that soul leveling would be the same case. I think soul leveling is my number one pick for a possible collab because of this. They have a game of this IP, and soul leveling is hot right now still. They need to drop this now before soul leveling kind of dies down, It is what it is with anime. It's seasonal, right? Soul leveling just came out. Is it still going? I don't know. I'm not watching the anime because I already read the manga. I already read it, alright? But it's hot still, so it would be great timing. People would be excited for someone for a Jinwoo, someone for an Egress, maybe this girl, forgot her name, but these characters, they are cool characters, mainly Jinwoo. Jinwoo is the main character, and the anime and manhwa is really about him, and the side characters are legit side characters. You think of a or a story like One Piece, and all these great characters, right? You have Roger, you have Zoro, and like a lot of people rather would say that their favorite character is not even Luffy, which is the main character. It's like these other side characters. If you say that your favorite solo leveling character is anyone but Jinwoo, I don't understand. Like, no one else is interesting except Jinwoo on that level. They're also interesting characters, but Jinwoo is just the guy. He's the guy. Well, whatever. My number 2 pick, and I'm surprised we haven't got this one yet, honestly, is Fullmetal Alchemist. I know it's a little random, but again, not a Jump publication, and most importantly, this had a collab with Epic 7, which we have had collabs intertwined with Epic 7. You know what? You know which? Well, Overlord. Overlord has had a collab with Epic 7. And ReZero. Where is it? ReZero had a collab with Epic 7. So, you know, these are IPs that when I look at it, I'm thinking, oh, that means that they are up for game collabs a little more than other IPs, right? And I think Fullmetal Alchemist is due time for a collab with Grand Cross. Everyone will be excited. Fullmetal is a highly, highly beloved series, so I would love to see it. Personally, I'm doing like a grand tour of reading manga at the moment, and Fullmetal's on my list. I have watched the anime years ago, but I felt like reading as well to because I think that sometimes the anime shows things differently, you know. And in Epic 7 it was huge. They had this collab with Fullmetal, and it was quite good. I played like a little bit after. Literally everyone ran Edward because he was super OP, but yeah, would love to see him. These are the characters they had, by the way. It was Ed, the police woman. She's not a girl, she's a grown-ass woman, but she was a free character actually. And then Roy, and they didn't have I forgot his name now. Again, like I watched this years. I watched Fullmetal years ago. Forgot his name now. The robot guy, the guy in the armor, right? Guy. That's like actual kid. I'm like calling the grown ass woman a girl and the kid a guy, but whatever. Whatever. So I think Fullmetal would be great, and everyone would be super happy with that. One that a lot of people were very pushbacky on, because I said that I would like to see it, is Sword Art. Now I know a lot of people love to hate on Sword Art, right? And in a way, Sword Art is just cringe solo leveling. I said this once in a video and people were so pissed. But it's funny, right? It legit is. But it's a good series. And a lot of people love it. As much as you like to say, it's whatever. I don't know what you even say against it, but it's cringe. It's for babies, whatever. Lots of people love it, and you would be shocked at the hype. So like every time there's a collab announcement for Grand Cross, the hype and theorization the Japanese players have that it's going to be Sword Art. That it's going to be Sword Art. It's actually one of their like top picks would be for collab with Grand Cross. So I would be up for it. Again, I think that if you don't like Sword Art, I would recommend giving a try to like their like most recent series. You might like it. Probably a lot of people only watched like the first season, never watched it again. To be fair, that second season was god awful, but but you know, I'm yet to get to this part. Like I have such a catalog of stuff I'm gonna watch and read, but I've heard it's really good. So you know, get off your high horse. You that criticize stuff that people like, you probably like some cringe shit as well. Don't even get me started, alright? You probably like Demon Slayer. No more comment on that. Another one, I feel like there would be some pushback, but I think would make like really, really great sense, would be Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail has actually made collabs with Seven Deadly Sins. Not in any games, as far as I'm aware, but in actual manga. This is like, you know, the Seven Deadly Sins mangaka making a drawing of a fairy tale character and vice versa, right? I was gonna say that's the Oculus. The fairy tale manga making a drawing of Meliodas right there, and also right here they had this other collab drawing as well. So the guys are, you know, buddy buddies, and is another non-Shonen Jump publication. So I think it would make total sense. Now the next one that I have on my list would actually be a bit of a curveball. I think you think Shonen Jump, you'd think that this would be a Shonen Jump manga, but for as far as I can tell, and I've looked this up because I actually wanted to read it in the Shonen Jump. I have a Shonen Jump app on my iPad, right? If you pay the premium, I think it's like $2 a month on the Shonen Jump app on the Apple Store, you can read the entire Shonen Jump catalog, and it's a lot of stuff, right? So I have the subscription. I really wanted to read One Punch Man, but One Punch Man is not part of Shonen Jump anymore. They were removed. I think this is recent as well. Like, I could be wrong on this one because I did very little research, I'll be honest, but for as far as I can tell, One Punch Man is not part of Shonen Jump anymore. Now, would that mean that, I don't know, they still have some rights to it, possibly, but it would be cool to see. I think this is one that no one would expect, and it would be super hype. Come on. Imagine we got Saitama and Genos and the little lolly girl. Dude, it would be good. You would go crazy. You would go crazy. Yeah, I really wanted to read One Punch Man, but dude, there's nowhere. I'm mainly reading on official sources because I like to support the mangakas, right? I don't care about the publishers, but the individuals I do. And One Punch Man is nowhere. Like, there's no official source. Like, there's for the Fairy Tail official sources, Overlord official sources. You can get them, you know. And again, it's the same thing. Like, it's like $2 a month, and you get their whole catalog of, like, I think the same publication does Fullmetal and Fairy Tail. And you pay once, you read the whole catalog, and then never pay it again, right? $2, right? But One Punch Man is nowhere, so I'm gonna have to pirate this. Don't tell anyone that I'll be breaking the law to read One Punch Man, but I'm already doing it for Berserk because I will buy the physical books, but for the time being I'm reading it, and it's nowhere to read it either, but whatever. One Punch Man, I think it would be a bit of a curveball. No one would expect it, and it would be great. Now those are my 5 picks. If you have more, again, keep in mind, no JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, no Naruto, no One Piece, okay? Those are Shonen Jump publications. So far, we have had none, and my best guess is that they just either don't want to pay for, like, very expensive licensing, or they are maybe because Seven Deadly Sins is not a Shonen Jump publication, as a game, they don't want a partnership with it. I would very much believe that, by the way. Because you've seen very little, actually, of collabs between Shonen Jump games as it is. I mean, obviously you have Jump Force, but like gacha games, right? There was like one collab with Dokkan and One Piece like years ago, and then never see it because I don't think Shonen Jump games want to make collabs to begin with. So in any case, think of a good anime that isn't from Shonen Jump, and that would be a better guess. But yeah, those are my picks.